So there's this idea that we have to have this perfect diet and this perfect lifestyle in order for us to achieve some sort of future optimal health. And I think it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy to believe that you must do everything perfect or else something really bad is going to happen to you. Welcome to Dr. Ashori. This is my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Ashori. I'm a board certified family medicine physician. And over the years, obviously, I've heard all these different types of fear-mongering stories from my patients, and those are things that I contend with myself on a daily basis. Should I have that glass of wine? This guy's smoking cigarettes next to me. Is it okay? I'm currently traveling in Italy. I'm staying here for a few months. And of course, lifestyle here is quite different than what we're used to in the US. Perhaps in the US, it's more commonplace to do everything perfect, as if you do make one little mistake, if you don't follow something exactly as you should, there might be a very negative consequence. And the reality is, our bodies are meant to kind of go up and down, not like a roller coaster, but more in the sense that the body can heal itself. If our blood sugars are a little bit high, our body is able to release the right hormones to balance it out. Of course, if over time these signals, these negative signals, outdo the positive capabilities of the body, then we can develop some health consequences. But imagine you have a healthy body. What I mean by healthy is by the time you're 30, you generally know if your body is healthy or if you have certain medical conditions. And of course, this YouTube channel is all about healthy aging, especially starting at age 30 when we start noticing some of those changes in our body. So assuming you have a normal body weight, you have some good muscle mass, you're getting good sleep, you're getting some healthy activity, then for the most part, anything you put into your body, any insult to the body, is something that the body can handle and it can recover from it. A classic example is you go out with your friends and everybody's having fast food. Oh, should I have the fast food? Should I have a burger? Should I have a soda? Well, if you have the fast food, chances are the food quality is not quite as good. Maybe there is some sugar in there. Maybe there is some high fructose corn syrup in the soda. And your body is going to respond. Your blood sugar might go really high, and the fructose might do some little damage in the liver, but the body's still capable of healing that. And because you don't have fatty liver disease, and because you don't have accelerated heart disease, what we call atherosclerosis or plaque, then your body should be able to manage that. Yes, your blood sugar is going to go pretty high. Yes, that at night you're probably going to get a bit of a sugar crash and you might get really hungry, or you may not sleep quite that well that night, maybe because of all the sodium in the food. But for the most part, your body should be able to handle all of that. And one day later, 2 days later, you're probably going to go back to normal. Of course, it changes when you either already have some medical conditions to begin with, and then you add an unhealthy substance to your diet, or if you do it constantly where your body's not really able to repair itself. And I say this because some people seemingly seem to get up in the morning, they'll smoke a cigarette, they'll have their coffee, they don't drink any water, then they go have a croissant, then they go walk a lot, right? And then later for lunch, they'll have kind of like a heavy pasta with a lot of butter. And then at night, they'll have kind of like a heavy meat dish. And it might not be a lot of meat, but it's a heavy meat dish. And somehow these people tend to still do okay. How do we make sense of that? Number one, there's all sorts of ways that people can do things wrong and still end up okay. And there are ways, unfortunately, that somebody can do everything right and they might have a bad outcome. But we do have some sense in medicine based on what we call longitudinal data, having followed a lot of people for a long time, that the people who generally maintain a good dietary habit with adequate exercise and good stress management techniques, and they're active. They don't have a lot of fat around their liver, around their viscera, which is the inside of the body, around the organs. They have a decent amount of muscle mass that can handle blood sugar spikes. these people can probably get away with a little bit more. Now, if they're smoking a pack a day, it's a problem. If they're smoking a cigarette here and there, seems like the effect is very small. The negative effects are minimal. Of course, I'm not saying anybody should pick up smoking, but putting it into perspective, you might live in a city for a few years where the air pollution is quite a lot. In fact, it could equate to smoking a pack of cigarettes every single day. It doesn't mean that you're going to die, and it doesn't mean that you're going to have the same outcomes as somebody who smokes a pack of cigarettes a day, because there are other things that you can do. You can manage your stress better. You can try to exercise an adequate amount. You can try to get better sleep, and you can eat healthier foods that don't inflame your body further when you are in this sort of high stress environment where air pollution is elevated. With that, I hope I left you with some good ideas about how to think about your body and its ability to heal, and how to think about these daily decisions so they don't drive you crazy, so they don't give you too much stress. Yes, go ahead, you can do a few bad things if you consider them bad, but in general, I think it's all about a balance, and I hope that you keep following me and learn from me and stay healthy. Take care, guys.